that is sitting over there that they want $5,000 to $10,000 for you to rent. It ain't worth.
I think it's $1,200. It's $1,200. It's $1,200.
Okay.
$1,200. Yeah.
It ain't worth
$1,200.
It ain't worth
$12.
Let me tell you,
$12.
The Assumption Parish Community Center that we built in Assumption Parish. I think that building, you could get that building for $1,500, but it's worth it. Yes, all your amenities are there. Yeah. It looks like something. You know, they have all this stuff sitting there, and he made a point. That ain't, man, that right there, it's a lot of things that could be changed. You know, the kids go play bitty basketball and stuff like that. Build them a facility to where they have multiple floors so they can play multiple games, and they have adequate concessions, and they have adequate locker rooms, and you know, the Lemon Center is done. It's done. Yeah. You know, and he spoke about that. And I agree with him with that. They keep putting money into that building, patching this. I see right now, I passed over there about 2 weeks ago. They had like something sitting out there, but to go do some work in there. I don't know what they're going to do. Stop wasting the people money on something that needs to be towed down.
Yeah.
Protea Pavilion? What is that? Yeah. They're like a barn for a livestock show. You know? Like, what is it?
And you know what, believe it or not, man, for the Lemon Center, man, I remember, man, you know, when I was a kid, 5, 6 years old, I wanted to get in the Lemon Center. That's where you want to get in the Lemon Center to play ball. But now we have tournaments at the Lemon Center for basketball, and the kids come down, man. And I done seen these guys bring great teams down here to play basketball. I mean, there's, you know, you can't see in there. It's dark. And some of the parents of the kids come talk to me all the time. They say, man, I got to get in my car to go to Walmart to use the restroom because the bathroom is that bad. And they go back there to get food. And if you see the stove in that place, I think you might think that stove was made maybe in the 1800s. And I'm being honest, man. I'm being flat out honest. It's a disgrace, man. I mean, why? I mean, I understand the money, some of the money going into Gonzales, but why we don't have it's the same parish, man. Why we don't have no kind of facility for these kids? I mean, nothing at all, man. Nothing at all for the same parish, but all the money going across the river. You come across the river right now, I pass when I go home and I look, man, they have multiple $1 million construction projects that's going on right now.
So
multiple.
Yeah, that's crazy. So check this out, Shentelle, Leo. So Leslie had a good point. Kurt had a good point. So Kurt dropped another number. He dropped a certain number last at the protest. 40% poverty, 18% unemployment. That is crazy. Yeah. That is crazy. People may look at that, 40% poverty. That's a big number.
Yeah, it is, and it shows. I mean, it shows, and you know, and it's when you walk around, when you're in this community day in and day out, you see it. I mean, the kids are riding they get upset because the kids are riding 4-wheelers. Well, what else do you want them to do? You know, my son came here from Texas, hadn't been here in a while. He was just happy to get his 4-wheeler out of the, you know, just to drive it, just to do something. And they gave him a ticket, whatever, and they towed his 4-wheeler off, but they didn't write the report. They just gave him a little paper and made him go pay Mike Toteridge the money to get his thing out. Like it's almost like they have these different people on speed dial on who they want to put money in their pockets, and you're wondering why the kids are just doing what they're doing. We have no leadership, no direction, guys. Is you know, I'm from here. My parents both live here. I was raised here. Both my parents are deceased, but my younger sister moved away. She didn't live here. My brother lives in Gonzales. My older sister lives in Napoleonville. You know, I live here. My brother, you know, and it's just my nieces and nephews a couple of them are here, but my children aren't even here. You know, except my baby boy, he lives with me. But it's nothing for people to do. It's nothing. There's no fairs. You can't really have any parades. Where are the parades? What happened with us having the parades?
They ran it away from there.
They ran out of the way.
But it started growing, and they did away with that.
Yeah. So look, check this out, y'all. So Leslie got a good point. I want to ask this question because I think that's the only parish that doesn't allow it. Why doesn't the parish allow video poker to receive the revenue from the video poker? Everybody else getting revenue, but Ascension Parish, they don't have video poker in Ascension Parish. That's revenue for the city, and you know why like she said, vote with video poker back in. That's that. I don't know, and I'm trying to figure out who decided. So Donaldsonville and Ascension Parish. So if can the city vote for video poker, or it has to be a parish thing? That's.
I'm thinking that the city, the parish across the river have it. Do they have it in Gonzales? Or is the whole parish now?
I'm not sure. I know.
I know they have it in St. John Parish.
I think they take a vote on it or whatever, and whoever, I think that's how it. We could be wrong, but maybe that's
lost revenue. That's lost revenue.
Yeah,
for the city, for the parish. But I think that's another show right there. But Leslie had that point though, and that I don't know, but I think they should allow it back, because I know some places that make that get that revenue,
get that money,
put it back. But. That was just something she brought up. But, Chichi, I want to kind of go back. You had brought up something earlier about the schools in Ascension Parish.
Yes, sir.
And how the teachers only stay 1 year, Shentelle. They stay 1 year, and then they out. Well, let's shift gears. Darryl Cumry, awesome teacher, awesome educator, and they're trying to screw him over. Cleared his name, but they still have not cleared his name in the system, in the state's database.
Yeah.
The man is working with the youths. He's from the community. Everybody know him, but yet and still, it's like the people within the district or the school board is the one that tearing our local educators down. Like, how do you accuse somebody of something? They come back and they find that it's false, but yet and still, you still have not cleared this man's name.
Yeah.
Like, that's another problem I have with the city, because the people in the city,
they don't speak up.
Should have been backing that man up.
That's the thing. They don't speak up.
Hey, let me say something, man. Let me say something about Mr. Darryl Cumry, man. A lot of people know Mr. Darryl Cumry, but I don't think too many people know Mr. Darryl Cumry like me, right? Me and Darryl Cumry shot marbles together, man. Mm-hmm. Me, Darryl Cumry, Jerry Bones, Jerry Butler, we shot marbles together, man. And I know for one thing, when, like I always say, when Darryl first was at Santa Mo High School, I never forget this, and I always tell him that, and I laugh about it, because me and him were at a White Castle and Donaldsonville High football game in White Castle, and me and Darryl wasn't sitting down, we were standing up, and he was telling me, he was saying, man, they offered me a job in Donaldsonville, man, and I said, man, I got excited, I got more excited than him. I'm like, man, come on back home, D, you got to come back home, man, do this for the people, man. Right. And after he come back home, he was there, and I see the thing that he's going through now, and it's like, man, I'm like, why did I tell Darryl that? Why I could have told Darryl stay in Santa Mo, But this man come back home for his community, and I'm telling you, I know he reached out multiple times to kids. It's plain to say, everybody know that. Everybody in Donaldsonville, if you don't know Darryl Cumry, what he do for the kids, something wrong with you. Yeah. This man's been there multiple times. He's a great educator, and I don't understand. I don't understand, why would you even thinking about getting rid of a guy like this here, who's always there for the kids, man? Go and get kids when they don't want to come to school. I bet nobody else not going to do that. Let them stay home. That's their motto. Let them stay home. But man, shout out to my boy Darryl, man. You're going to be all good, man. You're going to be all good. CCC right there behind you, man.
Yeah, it's all going to work out. Man, look, everybody's checking in. Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live, everybody on my YouTube page. Right here on Cognac and Conversation with your boy Big E on the X Squad Radio Network. We got a lot of people in the chat room, man, dropping some comments and things like that. I want to read a couple of them right quick. Mr. D. Eric Robinson, he said that the reason is Donaldsonville only makes up 20% of Ascension Parish. That's why, I guess he must be saying that's why most of the revenue goes across the river. But I spoke this at the rally, that Donaldsonville to me has more historical significance than the east side of the river. I don't care if it was for 1 day, 24 hours, 10 minutes, whatever. It was the state capital of Louisiana at one time. Donaldsonville. Donaldsonville, Mr. Julian, this Florence Julian dad and all of them. This man invented the can planter. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of historical significance in Donaldsonville. I didn't know about when I think Darryl was telling a story about Dr. Brazier and so on and so forth in Donaldsonville. It's a lot in Donaldsonville. Railroad Avenue to me should be, when you get to a certain point of the avenue, I would say probably the block where Dr. Savoy office used to be at, where the pharmacy used to be at. When you get to that block right there, I think going on down should be like an entertainment district, which I thought they were going to do when they were talking about it years ago. But when you bring businesses in town, and I'm going to say this, and I might step on some toes, I might piss some people off. When other people open businesses, other people get jealous. Other people use their political connections to screw over the people that's opening up the new businesses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Case in point, Foot. Foot had a nice thing going on the Avenue. He kept getting calls. They kept calling the police on and saying his music was hold on. When you moved in his house, you knew that there was a entertainment strip right here. You chose to move in that house back there.
Yeah.
You know, now but what happened is they didn't listen to Foot as the owner or the business owner. They went with the resident that just moved there and moved into the new house. And ultimately, but it had other things that went on with that as well. But I say that to say, I mean, they talk about all this stuff. My cousin had the Capitol there. Cool. Okay. He shut it down. Turtle came with another business there. Shut it down. Dara had Ham Bones. Shut it down. I love Ham Bone.
Dwayne we all do. Yeah.
Dwayne brought Deville when Trendsetter bought his spot there. Shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
There is nothing, and you want to be a tourist town? What you gonna show them?
Yeah. If you go there now, what do you see?
We're gonna show them the La Pelican. The Pelican. What this fell in the Mississippi River. That's what we want to show the people.
That replica of the Pelican.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's nothing. You don't see anything. You go down Railroad Avenue. You see City Hall there. You see Midway Grocery. I like Midway. I go in there all the time. I love it. But you continue going, and then you see maybe some I guess like where you can loan company, a couple of loan companies where they won't loan you some money. Ace.
Yeah, Ace Hardware and Granier. That's it.
Yeah, Granier. It's empty. It's like you keep going down. It's empty. Why is it? But they keep getting grants and getting money for the downtown development district. Where is developing down there?
So Leslie just said something.
I want to know.
Leslie just said something in the chat. She said, if they want to industrialize it, just say it. Stop.
Yeah.
Putting around it. If you want to do that, say it.
Yeah.
Stop, and like she said, it's a city issue. If you want to do that, do it. Stop tiptoeing around it and let the people know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable if you just come out and tell me what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kurt just said something about the pirate ship. He just said something about the pirate ship.
Wow.
Just said it,
Hey, you know what, man? Hey, believe this here, man. There's something here, and I always think about this here, man. It's a lot can be done in Donaldsonville. And like I say, like Lil Twin said, I understand the revenue is not as much on our side of the river. Let us get our portion. You know what I'm saying? Let us get our piece of the pie. I don't think we were getting none of the icing right now. We're not even getting the icing. And you look at you can remember what I'm telling you about. It might have been about 2-3 months ago where it come out where Donaldsonville was classified as the second worst city in the United States of America, in the number one worst city to live in the state of Louisiana. Man, I was mad. If you go back and read my Facebook page, I was mad. I'm like, man, you ain't better talk about my town. I put it out there like that. Man, I mean, but if I was a leader, right? If I was a leader of Donaldsonville, and you tell me my town is that bad, I would be embarrassed. I would be ashamed to even show my face.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, our politicians have been there a long time, man. Them guys have been there a long time. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know every last one of them guys. Don't get me wrong. A lot of them guys are very respectable guys. I mean, I would never disrespect none of them guys.
Yeah.
And that's being honest, man. I mean, I know I call them by name, but I don't even have to do that because they know them. I mean, I grew up with some of them kids.
Yeah.
And, but it's just that there's no movement, man. There's no growth.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate for y'all years that was there. Y'all was there. But it's just time to step on the side, man. Like I say, election coming up soon.
Yeah.
Coming up real soon. I mean, they're gonna be like they said, they're gonna be a Vietnam War. But a respectable Vietnam War.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the thing is, what it is, guess what?